And if the matrix is reality, if the matrix is the mind, if the matrix is this construct that we're living in, then what would the real life equivalent be of being red pilled? And it's not some bullshit like alpha male nonsense, like, ooh, you're red pilled, you're like the super alpha, you're like so cool. It's not like that. It's not what you think it is. It is red pill means to see beyond the matrix, right? To get you to the place where like you see beyond the matrix. And everyone is searching, believe it or not, for being red pilled, for figuring out what that means. Most people consciously, they're not aware of it. They don't realize that they're searching for this red pill nature, the great beyond. Most people are unaware. Most people have no clue that their deepest longing, their deepest fulfillment, the thing that everyone is searching for that they can't quite place their finger on it, that is your red pill nature. And what can you do to achieve the red pill? So it's like, if I was going to give you something, if you were going to do something like a behavior or a trait, or, consume a pill even, right? What would that be to make you red pilled? What would the equivalent, the real life equivalent be? Red pilled. And a lot of you are not going to like the answer, but it's meditation. It's the the inner contemplative nature. It's the stillness. It's the internal state of being. It's inside, guys. It's not in the external matrix. You're not going to find it there. It's not something to be consumed. Okay? So it's the meditation, man. And I've talked about this in previous video, right? About Yogananda and how he's like obsessed. He's telling you meditate, and then meditate some more. Keep meditating, keep meditating. And I would put it off. I'm like, there's no way. This guy can't be serious that I'm going to meditate all my free time. Every single thing that I'm doing, I'm devoting myself to meditation and stillness. And it doesn't have to be just meditation, guys. It can be prayer. It can be like a contemplative stillness. It can be like where you're like having this dialogue with God, where you're speaking to God and you're noticing your thoughts and you're feeling still. You're noticing the still aspect of yourself, and you're trying to get that to grow. And you're not consciously trying to get it to grow, okay? You're just you're sitting in it and you're letting it expand in you. Let it wash over you, the stillness. You feel how good it feels. Let it feel good. Let it expand the stillness. Because at first it feels like you're going down this tunnel and you're trying to quiet yourself and you're trying to get away from this mind, right? Don't fight the mind. Just watch it. Let it do whatever it needs to do. It's got some momentum, guys. If you're not practiced in meditating and finding the stillness that you are, the mind is going to have a lot of momentum because it's busy, busy, busy. It's like a car that's going 70 miles an hour. You got to put the brakes on it. You got to slow it down a little bit. You got to let it lose some of its kinetic energy that it's built up, okay? And you do that by meditating. You do that by praying. You do that by finding your inner state of stillness. It's the most important thing, man. So if you want to access your best life, if you want to like, develop superpowers, right? If you want to tap into that like X-Men superhero, Avengers, Neo in the Matrix kind of stuff, if you want to get to the next level in your life, it is through the portal of meditation and prayer. Okay? And it seems confusing. You're like, how is little old me just, just this one little person, how does meditating get you to this awesome place? Like, how does it magically unlock these things for you? What is it about the meditation? What does it bring out in you? And I've mentioned this before, but it bears repeating. Okay, when you meditate regularly and the stillness is growing in you, and you start becoming more and more and more rooted in this magnificent stillness, and it starts to feel good to you, you're like, wow, I like this. And it keeps growing and expanding in you. And maybe you start noticing your third eye, because there's like a lot of nonsense out there that's like, the pineal gland, and do these exercises and do this and do that, and all that's nonsense, guys. The third eye will pop up magically when you guys start meditating more. You'll start noticing it. It's like a little portal that starts like moving, and like a little tunnel. It starts like morphing and like shimmering and shaping itself, and you're noticing it. And it's like a little portal. It like sucks you through into it, and then it expands, and then you expand with it. But you can't get there unless you're meditating, guys. So don't go after all this pineal gland nonsense and like, all this external stuff. You're like, law of attraction. Like, these are just like little aspects, tiny aspects of the grand spirituality that we're pointing to, guys. Okay. But when you're rooted in the stillness, when you are grounded in it, and you don't need to like, I'm going to ground my energy, guys. I take my shoes and my socks off, and I'm going to go walk in the grass, like they say, touch grass, right? All this stuff. You don't need to do that, guys. You don't. These are techniques to help you. It's like if you buy into it, it's kind of like the placebo effect. If you buy into it, if you believe that me walking around in the grass and like, ooh, it grounds me and it roots me and whatever, guys, the meditation is the rooting. The meditation is the grounding. And I don't have to, it can only be accessed when I put my bare feet on grass or sand or earth, earthing. Nonsense. It can be accessed anywhere. You are it. So why would I limit myself to only touching grass and touching sand and grounding? You see what I'm saying? So the rooted stillness, the grounding, the humility, the nothingness, you tap into that and you carry it around with you now. It becomes a part of you. You become the Neo in the Matrix because you see the truth. You see the glimmer in everything. You see the eternal nature of everything, even if it's physical. You see it clearly. That clarity, oh my God, you cannot, like, I would not give anything. Nothing. There is not $1 billion, the most amazing sex, the most amazing relationship, I wouldn't give anything up in exchange for what I see and how I experience life now. I've been searching for it my whole life, and I finally found it. The truth, the essence, the stillness. It's in me now. It's always been in me, but I was too busy doing restlessness to notice it, to be like, oh my God, that's it. And sometimes it would pop up, and at previous points in my life when I had awakenings and I had these different things, I was like, oh my God, this is it. Like, I get it. And then as quickly as I got it, it was this fleeting thing because the mind would come back in, and I started identifying through external experiences. And once I eliminated the external shit and I only meditated and I only prayed for hours, guys, days, months, not consecutively, obviously, but like it's a pathway, it's a journey. You have to keep on it. Don't get discouraged if in the beginning it feels like it's slow going and it's not going anywhere. And you're like, I can't do this. Maybe you have ADHD. Maybe you like have some kind of other mental illness and it makes it difficult for you. Power through it, guys. The reward is you. The reward is your most authentic self, your most magnetic self, your most charismatic, confident, wonderful self, not depressed, not fearful, not anxious. And so when are you going to red pill yourself? When are you going to decide, I've had enough of the suffering and the pain. I've had enough of being kind of this imposter, faking it, to blend in, faking it to like hang out with people that you couldn't give two shits about and couldn't give two shits about you. And all the different things that we do to try and like fit in and survive and feel okay from moment to moment. You're like, man, I feel really uncomfortable right now. I feel uncomfortable all the time almost. I always feel out of place. I always feel lost. I always feel like there's this internal turmoil. Guys, the answer to it is through the meditation, man. I can't emphasize it enough. I can't. Till I'm blue in the fucking face, man. It's like, this meditation stuff is so woo-woo. It's not red pilled. Red pilled is being this badass. It's projecting this like image of I'm the shit. Ooh, I'm so cocky and full of myself. I have this and that. Don't you want to be like me? Don't you want to have all the stuff? Don't you want to have the money and the power and the women and the sex and all these attractive people in your life? Don't you want that? Ooh, isn't that so cool? When are you guys gonna get sick of that nonsense that you're faking your life? When are you gonna get to the true root of yourself? When are you gonna do that? You're gonna keep putting it off? Do you want to spend the rest of your life suffering and like living in this hell that you've created for yourself? Or do you want to break free from it? Guys, you don't have to only meditate, but it's the most concise, most powerful method to do it. You can do it through action too. Like you can do good deeds, right? Being a karma yogi, right? In the karma, the action. So you can go out and do good deeds, guys. It's good, fine. You can do that. You can help poor people. You can give money. You can give time, right? And in that, it will build up this well in you that like you start to tap into that aspect of yourself. Fine. You can do that too. But it is not as quick and powerful. I'm giving you 25, 26 years of hell and wisdom and experience here. And I'm giving you the shortcut, like they say, right? Take my word for it, man. Please save yourself some time and energy. Get to meditating. And you're like, well, how am I gonna meditate? Guys, there's so many different ways to meditate. But I have like three main ways that I do it. One, and some ways will say this way is not the way, do the other way. And guys, they're all fine, they're all good. As long as it gets you to a place of stillness, it doesn't matter. So you can do my three that I do are the mantra, like I can do a prayer, right? I can repeat the same thing, like blessings to the universe. Om, right? I can do Om Namah Shivaya, right? I can say the same thing over and over again. And because I'm focusing, because I'm concentrating on the one thing, the mind, all the repetitive, just blah, it becomes still because you're focusing it. The second way, my favorite way, is through breath. And so you're like breathing and you're focused on your breath and you're focused on your internal state and you're focused on breathing in and then very slowly breathing out. You want to make your out breath longer than your in breath. So you breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, and you breathe out. And you breathe out as long, and you breathe in and breathe out, and there's no like breaks. You're not holding your breath at the top or at the bottom, right? You're just breathing in slowly and breathing out, and you keep doing that enough, and it starts funneling into you the stillness because you're focused on your breath. And you can even like notice your thoughts while you're doing it and feel your internal energy. Okay? The third way that I can do it, but it's a little bit more tumultuous and you have to be a little bit more practiced, is to just still your mind. So you notice the gaps in your thoughts, and you notice the stillness, and you try and look for the next thought. That's like a form of meditation. So you're like, okay, I had a thought, I noticed it, and then you look at your mind, you're paying attention to your mind, you're focused on your mind, you're stilling your mind, it roots itself for a moment, and then it pops up another thought, and then you notice that thought, and you keep doing that, and you keep expanding on the stillness between your thoughts. That's another form of meditation. And you can combine all three. That's what I like to do. So I'll use the meditation in the beginning, like not the meditation, the prayer, the contemplative stillness that I keep calling it, right? Where I'll repeat something, I'll do a little prayer in the beginning, and that'll still me, and then I'll go into my breath, and then I'll start noticing the thoughts. And I don't have very many thoughts that pop up anymore, guys, but for you in the beginning, you're going to, like I said, it has a momentum in you. And if you're not practiced in this, you're going to have lots of thoughts. Let them play out. Don't judge them. Don't condemn them. Don't anything. Don't say, I shouldn't be thinking and resisting and like, oh, all this. Just let it play out and notice it. And through the breath and through the prayer and through the noticing, you're going to become incredibly still. And the more that you do it, like you can accelerate your growth very quickly, within weeks, within months. But devote yourself to it. Don't give up. Don't try it for 5-10 minutes and you're like, you know what? It's not for me. I'm just meant to not do it. Everyone's meant to do it, guys. It is an aspect of yourself. It is learning how to harness the hardwiring, the hardware of the body and the software of the mind. It's noticing how to harness those two and bring them into balance within yourself and grounding yourself within yourself, if you can believe that. And then now the exercise also is to see how it expands in you after you're doing it enough and noticing it outside in the world when you're doing stuff. Are you more still? Are you noticing your thoughts more? Are you not reacting to everything externally? You just are, and you're aware. You're observing. And you're not reacting to your thoughts. They're not you anymore, right? Maybe you get to the place where you realize that your thoughts are not you. So the red pill, the truest essence of red pill, man, you want to be Neo in the Matrix? Meditate and carry that stillness with you out into the world when you're doing, when you're interacting with people, when you're any aspect of your life that you're doing, it's with you all the time, guys. It is inseparable from you. At the most chaotic stuff that happens, it's there with you. At your most still, when you're sleeping, when you're just contemplating life, when you're by yourself in your room, it's there with you. It is the divine aspect of the Lord that is in you. The divine aspect of the source, the creator, the all that is. It's always with you, man. It isn't like, oh, I walk out the door and now it's with me and then I go back home and it's not with me anymore. It's never like that. Or it's only with me when I'm in my room and I'm praying. That God sees when I pray by myself. And then I'll go out the door and now, I'm in hell again. It's not like that. It's always with you. You are it. You are carrying it around with you. I keep saying that, carrying it around. Because right now, what you're carrying around is all the fucking nonsense baggage of your mind. And this gunk that you've built up in you. It feeds itself. The mind feeds into the body and the body feeds into the mind. And you have maybe you have an illness, a physical illness. Maybe you have your chakras, right? The chakras, they're blocked up because you haven't cleansed yourself. The meditation cleanses you, man. Feel the energy, feel the light in you. You are that light. Everything is that light. So you're like, if I'm the light and everything else is the light, then the light and I and everything else and everything that exists, I am one with it. I am it. That's what you're getting to. The grand isness of everything. And then if you want to go a little deeper, the grand nothingness of everything. Because in the Eastern traditions, it's like the emptiness, the nothingness. And in the Western, it's like the Christian, Judeo-Christian model, right? It's like, I am the light, I am the something, you are the light of the world, okay? That is your red pill, man. Do you want to take it? Or is it too boring for you? Do you need to be stimulated? We need to like do some like what they call it? The serotonin and the dopamine spikes. You need some of that? We gotta do some social media, we gotta masturbate a little, we gotta do some pornography, right? We gotta do all the different little things that we're doing, like that we think are okay to continuously do, regularly do. It's just normal. We've normalized it, right? We don't have an attention span anymore. We can't be still. We can't do anything. We're just always like looking for the next thing to pay attention to. TV, movies, social media, porn, all this stuff. And you're hopping from one thing to the next. That's the blue pill, guys. That's the shit that keeps you asleep. When are you going to wake up out of it? And how long did I keep myself stuck in those things? Just like filling my day with media, TV shows, movies, sports, porn, right? All this stuff, just like bouncing around from one thing to another. And you're like, man, and what you're doing is you're searching for yourself in those things, believe it or not. You're like, Darius, I'm not searching for myself in porn. I'm not searching for myself in a TV show. No, but what you're doing, what you think, like, you're not consciously doing it, but unconsciously you are. Because you can't handle the boredom, the stillness, because you can't handle that, you're trying to mask it. Your mind is used to being on, and we're trying to temporarily turn it off, because when you turn it off a little bit and it slows down, it gains in power. It's like this massive reservoir that builds up, and now every time you think, every time you focus, it has that much more energy behind it. It's more potent. It's like this fucking huge geyser that's just shooting out of the ground. But instead, because you're like focused on so many different things, it's just this little dribble. It's like, it's nothing. It's weak. It's inefficient. And it's draining you, man. It's draining you of your life source. The meditation, it stills you and it builds this, like in the Taoist tradition, in Qigong, okay? You have like these dantians, right? You have the lower and the upper, or in some traditions it's the lower, the middle, and the upper, and they're these reservoirs of energy, very similar to like the chakras, right? These portals. It's all interrelated, man. It's all the same thing, okay? But it's just little different descriptions and understandings of what it looks like, different traditions and beliefs. But that reservoir, you're trying to pull the chi energy in you. You're trying to harness it. You're trying to build it up in you, and then it becomes you. But you can't be it until you take the red pill meditation, man. And it isn't like, let's label it the red pill, Darius's red pill meditation. It's not like that, man. It's nonsense. Just be still. Just be quiet, quiescent. Let's turn it into like a money grabbing scheme, you know? Hey guys, sign up for my course. Darius has put out a course. He's like, here's my red pill, my red pill meditation. Don't you guys want to sign up for it? Darius said that you can be Neo in the Matrix. Don't you want to be Neo in the Matrix? How do I do that? Take the red pill, guys. And then on the side, you know, like I'm going to have like this week-long seminar. It's like, hey guys, if you want to tap into your primal alpha nature, right? So stupid. You guys want to tap into your truest self if you're a male? You want to tap into what they call the divine masculine? Then fucking meditate. What you think is super strong, what you think is Riz, what you project as awesomeness and confidence, that is within you. Your deepest authenticity, your deepest self, your deepest truth, what you project out into the world, that can be accessed. Stop looking for nonsense and get back to yourself. You're not going to find yourself in the outside world, man. You're not going to. Hate to break it to you. Meditate, pray, find the stillness. It's within you. How much longer are you going to put it off?